It may be Twitch too.
Going prepared.
Oh, y'all are getting it also? Okay, well, maybe it's Twitch then. Okay, combat over. Actually, now that I look, it looks like I've dropped 10% of frames. So it looks like it is being a little laggy. But it seems stable right now, so it must have just been like a temporary internet glitch. Glip? What the fuck is that? Words are cool. Stand here.
Whoa. Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Well, there's the door with the inverted pyramid.
Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, maybe it's Twitch glitching out then, Trika. If you got a message from Twitch about this.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Just cycles back, okay.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs a certain amount. The object allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal... Wow, okay. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including some of these, but its origin remains unknown. Are these things I call? Oh, these are the things he's said to me.
People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Well, that wasn't there before. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget, so as long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from the scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. It's level 4. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger, and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loves so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Here it is. Okay. To every side of this place except the one I needed to go to.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Board countermeasures are now available from the nearest control point.
Right outside,
Yeah. Can that be crafted at a control point? Okay, what do you have to say?
Hi, Jesse.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know. Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
They
The
say the new
janitor?
director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Okay. Abilities 4. Requires a swirly. This is enter to unlock 1 swirly, and then up there it says I have 4 swirlies.
So like extra health and stuff, since those are unlocked. One that says 2 to that, does that unlock underneath it?
Needs 3 swirlies.
Okay.
8 swirlies, damn. Plus there's extra things. Wow, there's so many abilities. Okay, use 3 swirlies to unlock an additional weapon form slot. 15 for a personal mod slot. 30 for another personal mod slot. Okay. Launch damage. Melee damage. Do not care about that. Additional energy and more health. Let's go with launch damage. Extra health. Let's go with more launch damage. Additional weapon form slot. What is this? Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy.
Oh.
Launch basic enemies when their health is low. Launch large enemies when their health is low. Launch large objects. Hold and launch up to 3 objects. Energy now recovers while holding objects. Oh my god! Okay. I don't know what these triangles are used for. Astral constructs. Weapon forms. Construct Shatter. Shatter has a high stopping power with a scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. So it's it's like a sawed-off shotgun. Oh, requires 5,000 source, 8 identified readings, and 4 house memories. Threshold Remnant. Oh, these are mods that I can buy, and then I could refresh to get new sets. Okay. Construct a random personnel mod, common. Okay. Kill enemies in an executive sector with headshots. Rewards an uncommon material. Kill enemies with the service weapon in shatter mode. Kill enemies with the service weapon in surge mode. Kill hiss rangers in the executive sector using shatter. Using charge, kill enemies in the executive sector. Okay, so these are like bonus.
Challenges.
Yeah, challenge. Thank you. Challenges is a great way to say it.
And how does your gun have more slots?
They're saying Trench was shot dead.
No, but I can have another form, which is the shotgun form. Hold on.
Situation's getting worse.
Oh, okay.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious.
And in the shotgun mode, I can have the Shatter version. See, exclusive to Shatter. +2 projectiles fired. Ammo refund chance on hit. Headshot damage. That's useless to me. In a shotgun mode, you don't really want headshot damage, because chances are you're not going to hit it.
Don't think, darling.
So how do I change modes?
What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
It's the custodian.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Oni. I'm starting to think the janitor's on the board. That's why I'm his assistant.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Yeah, okay. So it is. It's just a mini shotgun. Yeah. Okay, so even shooting those out, it won't let you in. Okay.
The Directorial Override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Wow, those guys do not look friendly. Oh crap, there's a lot of them. Man, I love the combat in this. It's so good. The throw damage is really helping. Yeah, throw damage OP, dude.
Well, it's also really helpful that she'll just create it. Create something.
Yeah, she just rips chunks of stuff out of the floor.
Yeah.
So I always have a really good weapon handy. I don't want to stay up top for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that right now. You feeling that too, Cappy?
Yeah.
Yeah, pass. Dude, I want to look up who the developer of this is later. Like, research what other games they've done, because this shit is so good. Oh. Oh, the Alan Wake devs did this game?
That way, Creed asked you if you played that game.
Probably, yeah. Alan Wake is nothing like this, though. I mean, it's a little Supernatural-esque, but it's much more
What's down that way?
mystery detective.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Weird. Energy recovery speed. Ritual impulse. Burn the trash around the furnace. Alright. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. And the janitor, I just noticed. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of other Hiss, I have dismissed this theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Oh, this was Darling's representation of the hotline. We already watched that. Didn't we?
Ring, ring. It's
No.
Dr. Darling calling. In 1978, a comms department intern heard the hotline ring and picked it up, going against every safety protocol in the manual. She never recovered. And the handful of witnesses required extensive memory repression therapy. It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well. Our very own Ouija board. Only the director can answer it safely, and what he hears is kept classified.
It's time for a coffee break, so...
Launch efficiency. Hold on. Launch energy costs. Oh, well, not super interested in that at the moment, but...
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty. Keep the lights on.
Jesse learns of another object of power, a merry-go-round horse, below the break room. An object of power escaped the Panoptician a couple of weeks ago. They want everyone to keep an eye out for it. So if anyone sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. Do not try to contain it on your own. And definitely don't bind it to yourself. That was the thing we just watched, okay. Conceptual material.
dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Okay.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the Directorial Override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
Hey Simon, I got your message. Yeah, if someone in the sector is asking about Ahti, just tell him you'll handle it and leave it at that. Under no circumstances should any personnel intervene with his day-to-day routine. I told you everything I know about him so you could better deal with his odd habits. But yes, it's still very much a classified matter. Also, I saw your report about the quarry worker who wandered into the fountain. Detaining him was the right move. We'll figure out what he saw before we decide on the next steps. P.S. If you hadn't noticed, something is up between Trench and Darling. I know this isn't your strong suit, but try your best to stay out of it.
Blockages in pipes C through F. Is the clock back? Now? Oh, man. When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby back down to a safe temperature. I hope.
What do you know about the hiss?
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought. Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me. but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got 2 very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. You can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new was our best bet.
Things are weird.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift.
Hey. Got a bunk and a TV. Nice setup. Cooling water. Shit, I don't want to go in there. These dudes explode. Charged agents are examples of extreme physical deformation resulting from Hiss corruption. Hiss charge display an unthinking fixation on any non-corrupted individuals in the area. Once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focus Hiss resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The Hiss charge is depleted of the Hiss corruption after this eruption, and the host is left lifeless. This behavior may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The hits charged are designed to blow the devices off potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. Is the hiss capable of customizing a corrupted host's altered abilities to this degree? Why is the physiology of the hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, no answers.
Yeah, great. Sound a little stressed.
I mean, a little, but the game is stupid good so far. So, like, not anywhere near enough to upset anything.
I don't mean it as in like you're done. I just mean you sound like
Exacerbated?
Yeah.
That word. I'm very on edge, but I am loving this. Oops. Damage boost weapon mod. Hold on. Oh, I forgot how to do it. Okay. Damage boost plus 21%. Mine is currently plus 22, so we'll stick with that. Health recovery per element pickup 20%. Okay. Like I'm so into it, I'm on the edge of my seat. Yes, that is a good example.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
Well, you blew yourself up, nerd. Oh. It's a flyer. I like that the game subtly tells you that combat's over by the music just ever so slightly decreasing. So what are your thoughts so far, Cappy?
I really like it.
It's stupid good, isn't it?
Yeah, the combat is fun to watch. The story is really intriguing. I want to know more. Yeah, I'm really liking this.
Me too, man. All right. I think that is a good place to stop for tonight. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. We very much appreciate it.